because in the later portions of the game, it's really hard to deal with him 1v1, and that does open up the 1-3-1 strategy that we've seen from Korea so far. Now, the Olaf ban is pretty interesting for me because if you looked at this tournament, Peanut's most played would be the Trundle, and that's actually a straight-up counter into the Olaf. So what this signals to me is that Korea's very much afraid that Ajwad will somehow be able to consistently gank the lanes and create an upset through that way. So they're taking away one of the strongest ganking junglers, even though that they have the perfect counter jungle right in their hands.
中国打中国台北是没有直播的，只有语音的上面好像是有的，但是画面直播是没有的。
Yeah, the Alistar is a bit of the interesting one. Usually you do see the Tahm Kench being followed up high here, and it would also have been a takeaway coming from Korea's squad, because I feel like the way the 1-3-1 works for Korea is that they can use their globals at a drop of a hat. So they're very good at using the Tahm Kench, but this time around with the Zaya open, they could be going for the Zaya Rakan duo and even using their own skins.
Yeah, there's a good chance. Again, it's Rakan
这场玩的是没有副舞台
here, but he's also got the Lover's Duo straight up. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. Could just use the skins.
Yeah, that's a lot of sales cash.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Trundle, nice pickup here from Saudi Arabia. Also a takeaway from Peanut. We've seen a lot of Trundle coming out of Peanut this tournament.
So, you know, that's kind of the confusion I did get with the ban pick phases right here. I feel like Ajwad actually has the same evaluation as Peanut. So taking away the Olaf, giving over the Trundle, it's a pretty strong situation for Saudi Arabia to come into.
Yeah, like in the draft so far, Kindred banner into Peanut. Would be surprised if they just continue to hammer that champion pool there. Still yet to pick up their mid lane though. Zoe is going to be
主舞台打完了不会播副
I
舞
really
台
like what Korea's bans are. They're basically taking away
我
high
老家在
variance
福
picks.
建
So basically the Olaf can snowball incredibly hard, the LeBlanc can snowball incredibly hard. So they're just making sure that in the early game, whatever happens, there's not going to be a blowout, an unexpected victory coming out from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, which is interesting, right? Because coming into this matchup with Peanut, you know, if you're trying to reduce factors, you probably just draft score as well. And it's like, all right, let's play the cleanest game of League of Legends we've ever seen.
You know what's going to happen?
What?
They're going to make Peanut play Sejuani.
Oh, maybe it's
that's
a tank
what's
in the
gonna
jungle.
happen.
We'll see. I mean, it's also facing down into the Trundle. I feel like the only pick, if you're looking for a tank jungler, would probably be Sejuani, but let's see what else it could be. I mean, what else is open instead of carry jungle? Well, you know, that exists. I'm gonna have Talia coming in here.
Alright, so Talia's fairly interesting because she can be played as a flex pick. Peanut has a couple of games on that champion as well. Now we should be looking for the mid lane for Faker. This is going to have to be a blind pick, and so far in the tournament we've seen Orianna be kind of his go-to if he's put in this
我是
situation.
福建福清的，有没有
It's
福
just
清
super
的
safe, but that's not
Oh,
Orianna.
okay.
That is the opposite of an Orianna. That is a Jarvan being locked in here for Korea.
It should be a Jarvan jungle.
And then Talia mid lane.
Yeah. Oh,
Did he just lock
fear.
that in? Straight up, zero fear. Fear will just pick up the Katarina. I mean, this is the pocket pick we were waiting to see.
And this is what we were talking about for so long. He is our only cat main in the tournament. It has been known on the US servers. If you check up his account, he has an amazingly high win rate on this champ.
If there is a time to do it, it would be literally right now. The Katarina pick coming forwards. I mean, we just need to see what he can do with the pick, to be honest. I mean, I assume he's going to be facing down into the Talia here, Clement.
It's actually a very good matchup into the Talia because the Talia cannot start out with the seismic shove. He has to save that for once the Death Lotus does start.
Yeah, there are definitely a lot of factors right here that could instantly
好了，
interrupt
游
the
戏
Katarina.
马上要开始了，只剩下10秒，大家请不要聊政治关系的东西聊游戏的好吗？我们一起来看这个半决赛。
From Saudi Arabia just in general and a big tank front line. So if you can get that Death Lotus off, it could be lights out.
Yeah, so this is actually a planned move by Saudi Arabia. They do have a lot of execution ability, piercing arrow coming out from the Varus and the Beast from Cho'Gath. So if they can make the resets happen, they could instantly double the DPS coming out from Fear.
That's true, yeah, actually finalizing the kills on some of these targets. But I mean, just the fact they're on red side as well, waiting for that last pick. I mean, we said it before the game. There's a feeling that there's going to be something else.
Yeah.
You know, there's a single card left in the hand, and that was it.
And that's the trump card coming out from Fear right in game 1. He has to take it to Faker, be fearless in his execution, and show him his best.
That's going to be a Jarvan actually mid lane, Clement. Yeah. So if my eyes do not
丸子
deceive
Faker
me,
打
it
中
will be
丸子中单。
Jarvan mid lane coming out from Faker. When was the last time you casted a Jarvan mid lane into a Katarina?
So the last time is actually, I've never casted Jarvan into Katarina, but I have casted Toys as Jarvan.
Okay.
It used to be a pick in the mid lane with a lot of armor penetration. You can get those instant kills.
Well, let's get on to the rip for our first semi-finals. It's going to be Korea taking on Saudi Arabia.
好，我们来看一下双方开局是什么样，是一条线，双方都是一条线。来播一下，凯特就已经被打了20%的血。
Yeah, exactly. Coming out from KOR KSA right there. And yeah.
对，游戏一开始就已经韩国队就有一点小优了。对 ，KOR KSA 毫不虚对面，直接过去砍。
Are going to try to scout out where Saudi Arabia decides to start. And this could be a potential level 1. Of course, the Xayah Rakan lovers do incredibly powerful at level 1. And we do see the blue support item early as well.
Supporting their own skins, no less.
Yeah.
直接入侵蓝 buff， 可是只能往后撤。但是牛头被打得很伤，牛头打得快没血，点燃已经放上去了，闪现也交了。这个蓝 buff 要拉脱吗？看来是拉不了，神剑直接拿手。
They do get the flash from Mitchell. And there really weren't enough crowd control to let Saudi Arabia go ahead.
那么现在这牛头是没有闪现了，血量也低。如果被抓到了，可能就交一血。这会交一血吗？没有。
Just a nice bit of damage back on towards them there from Mimic, but still that bottom lane definitely gone over to the Korean squad.
那这个牛头要非常小心了，血量非常低。
They do still have a summoner lead.
那么在 ADC 就很难补刀了，在没有辅助的帮忙情况下，只能猥琐慢慢的。
That's when the big all-in is going to come.
Yeah, probably to be expected on that one. And yeah, just looking at Peanut, I mean, he's going to be on this Talia, passing through the jungle. Didn't expect it to be the Talia in the jungle and the Jarvan in the mid, but here we are.
现在这个 Talia 打野中单加稳，有点骚啊。
This is actually just a sales pitch.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm
it
not
actually
kidding.
is, isn't it?
It is.
Faker being pushed back in the mid lane. Fear almost gets the kill. Oh,
Danza.
And that's such a huge snowball champion. If he can continuously do that.
你敢信 Faker 被单
I'm so sad we didn't get to see the setups of that one because that was Fear straight up getting a solo kill
被
on
单
Faker.
杀了。
Yeah, I think, you know, Korea's probably playing with their food a little bit. We understand
那
that
这一
maybe
句
this isn't
沙
the
特输了也没关系，对不对？
compositional idea.
已
It's
经可
more
以
of
说我
a
3
sales
分钟
pitch
之
to
前单杀
remind
Faker。
everyone that they're still the world
Well,
champions.
it's not going to be a good sales
2017.
pitch if they lose the game, Clement. Of anyone to give early kills to, it would not be Katarina. That would not be my bet.
好，我们有个重磅，看一下，
on ambition.
看一下他是如何单杀。
That's fair. It's a win-win
好，他冲上去
situation.
被塔打了一下
Yeah, he does get the EQ,
然后
but
这样
takes
子
one
点燃
tower
放上
shot.
去，平 A 平 A 两个都失
down.
败，
Wow,
然后一个最后飞镖飞
maximize
过去
damage.
了。
Every single ability landed.
Yeah, I really like the last Q coming in from the Katarina. Goes over the wall, and follows Faker through the flash.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he led with the Q right there, I mean, Cat is a very intensive champion nowadays, but starting with the Q, I mean, Faker just stayed in the trade too long because it was just the second charge of the Q coming up with bouncy blades,
单杀
so he
Faker
followed
这
the Q.
个可以飘，
Yeah,
可以吹
definitely.
一年呢，据说我曾经单杀 Faker。
is known to be playing very disrespectfully. Like, he will push in and try to get a reaction out of you. He will take as much as possible, and if you don't react, if you don't push him back, then he will continue his play style and just continuously push in.
但是我们看一下卡特
So
的
after
补
that
刀
first kill, however,
这有
I
点
do
低
expect
啊
Faker
，29
probably
比
play a little
19。
bit slower.
Yeah, you'd have to assume so, but again, Cat
而
is a
且
snowball champion, so
韩国的打野的补刀也比
actually
对面的高太多了。
also has the long sword right there.
整局下
Straight just
去
increasing damage.
中
Still
下
down farm lane
野
because it is a Jarvan into
上
a
全部
Cat
都碾压
matchup.
补刀。
But we'll see what else he can do in the mid lane. For now, the top lane is now under attack. Ajwad coming in. The top coming through from the Gnar, and unfortunately still makes it over the trophy being thrown out there by the Trundle.
Yep. Unfortunately, the knockback not going in the right direction for Ajwad.
Yeah, bot lane.
有机会吗？
Shao pushing forward. We'll get the stun
晕到
off
了
into the support. But
半
Zai
山
still
点
putting
燃，
down
看
the
对
hurt.
面
Ignite comes down onto Mimic.
维
Flashes
罗斯直接
away.
闪现走掉。
Follow coming in, but Shao still
那么
in
这个
very
驴头可能
deep.
要交
Root
掉，
comes down. Last
在
auto
A
attack.
下
Another one comes
死
through.
了。
Clean Quill comes out from KOR KSA.
What a well-done trade right there. They did balance the focus coming out from Saudi Arabia very well. In fact, KOR KSA did
那么
take the
我恭
majority
喜
of the
维罗
damage
斯
there,
他已
and
经
then
炸
Ruler
了，
was
这一
able
波
to
回
find
去
his
掉
way
了
back into the fight
2、3波
directly
兵线
onto Mimic.
然
So
后补刀现在要
unfortunate
落后
2v2
好多好多
situation.。
他现在回去吗？
And it's
他
all
不
just
打算回
happening in
去
the。lanes here, Clement.
他回去
Not
了
even the jungle
那
guys
么他
might
把
just
兵
say
线
that
弄好
Peanut
了。
arrives to the mid lane, tries to dodge out of this one, flashes away, but it's followed through from Peanut. Another kill over to Korea.
Yeah, there's nothing really much that Fear could do right there. He was tagged by the EQ combo, and he did flash out
这
of
是
the
直播
seismic shove, but
BO3
still,
半决赛，决赛
you
是
know,
BO5。
Peanut with the red buff and with the flash himself is able to secure the kill.
Yeah, gaining access now into the enemy jungle, now looking to the top lane. We can see the wave is about to crash on Cannon Wave as well. Keen close to Meganar.
And Adjwad has been spotted out at his own Raptors. There will be no help for this gank.
No, there will not, but instant flash away, gets out of the Gnar ultimate, and Korea saved. Nope, not today. I mean, we're good.
Well played by Wikichi.
No, no, no,
Uses
no,
all
no,
of
no.
his abilities when he absolutely needs them, and does avoid the continuous snowball for the top lane. If you look at the CS, however, it is a worrying trend. Usually the Cho'Gath in the early game should be able to stay quite close in the CS.
Yeah, I feel like that's a story across the board, though, in every single position outside of support, to be honest, at this point in time, Clement. Every lane is ahead just in terms of the lane phase itself, but in terms of the plays, Saudi Arabia are able to keep up. That being said, kind of comes down onto Fear, pops Death Load, just instantly interrupted, ready with that one as soon as it happened, shut down again into the mid lane.
Yeah, Korea's bot lane was a little bit overextended, but they definitely saw the play coming out from Fear. In fact, they become the, they transfer from the hunted to becoming the hunters. Just wrap around and fairly easy kill.
Somehow, top lane pretty low just from harassment coming in from the Gnar. Doesn't have his ultimate, will be able to follow through with the rock coming through, and many more pebbles after that coming out of Talia. Another kill. Goes over to the Korean side, this time in the top lane.
And that Talia is growing big
巨
really
博
fast.
想要
It's already done. This
来
is
草
not
图
a
过来
traditional
，gank
build.
一
She
波，
wants to
可是
actually
好像
move
被
the
人
speed
看
and
到了，没有
snowball
机
even
会，
harder. I think Peanut's probably going to try
他
and
没
break
打
his
算
own
回
record.
去。
See if he can do it. For now, though, mid lane Faker just straight
他
goes
发
for
了
the
眼睛
Hextech.
看到
He's
他在
like,
里
"Alright,
面
I，
那么
understand
就
I
没有
died
机
one
会了
versus。one. Let me just go for the relatively safe option. I won't feed anymore, and yeah, we'll stop Fear from snowballing out of control. And it's, as long as you can just limit those factors, because you know you're talking this in Champion Select, and I was like, that's actually super true. To try and take away all the things that could potentially blow up the game, there is only one thing in this game that is the miscellaneous factor. That is the mid lane Katarina.
牛头没有6，这要不要？哎，维罗斯，
even lands.
维罗斯被抓到了，牛头没有6，他
Zaya, the majority of her damage is actually on the blade collar.
哇，这个中单又要被，其实这时候
Talia as well to seal the deal in that 1 versus 1.
，Maker 如果说没有支援的话，他可能也要跟他1换1了。
Again, Talia level 6 will be able to get into the area very quickly.
Yep, and there's a
他其实卡特再打
too
一
little
下就
support
差不
coming
多可
in
以把
from the
Faker 带
jungle
走。
for Fear to really snowball. He did get the early kill, but I don't think Trundle really has the crowd control.
Well, he supports himself by getting kills. Faker turns around,
Goes
lands a
back.
knock-up, goes right back towards him into the middle lane. And the rest of the team is here to clean up the kill. Battle dance, knocked up, knocked down. He's taken out.
And what a beautiful tempo play. He even gets himself into a good recall spot.
Oh, solo kill, obliteration in the top lane.
Yeah, I feel really bad for Wikichi.
Faker
I
残
mean,
血都敢回
he
去
just。got camped by Peanut 3 times in a row, and that was kind of the inevitable result of that. Dropping a lot of CS. You can see Keen in the top lane, close to doubling the CS score of the Cho'Gath already.
Yeah, it was unfortunate because one item Power Spike went for the Wit's End as well to bypass a lot of the armor that Wikichi had been itemizing early, and it was just, I mean, that's what's going to happen on that one item Power Spike without help from the jungler after falling in the mid lane. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, that's a nice chain of corruption there, landing onto KOR KSA. Tries to get away, but luckily his level was there to jump back towards and actually doing a lot of damage, force out the unbreakable will there from Shao.
And there's no way that Saudi Arabia can actually lane after that. We are going to have to check into their laning position if it's pushing in. This could be a extended freeze if Korea wants to play it that way, but lucky enough for them, the wave will be pushing out.
for a 4-man collapse here. I mean, I would say 3.2 because Alistair is about an ultimate and about 10% HP. I'm going to say no to this one. KOR KSA just waiting in the brush, has this one actually pre-pink warded. Or I guess control warded, that's what the kids are calling it nowadays.
That's actually very well timed from the Korean bot lane. They didn't fall for the 4v2 bait, and once Fear left the lane.
Well, Ruler actually just pushing through the tower right now. He smells the blood in the water. Michelle goes into perfect time, but now his AD carry under attack. Mimic turns around, but massive Venostorm coming through, rips through both of them. Double kill coming through to Korea.
And that's just a straight 2v2 victory right there. No other help needed for Korea's bot lane to basically penetrate this lane, and that's such a dangerous thing because you're now going to have KOR KSA roaming around the map.
Yeah, moving through the tower.
One last hit.
The ultimate. He's not even bleeding out from this one.
Can you get the Q?
Jumps over the wall, and he's been completely bamboozled. Ruler there. Now he's chasing down Fear into his own jungle, the wrong part of town. Doesn't seem like anyone is there to collect, though. Faker moving in from the mid lane.
举报一下 Faker 是唯一送的100%的人头。
He's gonna try
Where's
to get
he
the
gonna
interrupt.
choose? He thinks he's recalling behind her. He just sees a recall.
Oh,
no,
he
in
gets
time.
哇，差了0.5秒。
That's 0.1 seconds, and Fear goes back to base.
Good attempt. Good attempt.
Meanwhile, Peanuts doing the right thing, being a good jungler, taking up the Rift Herald.
All right, I think Fear is pretty happy with this game.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's gotten all the highlight. Like, if you're creating a highlight reel out of this game, it's going to be 90% Fear.
Definitely a Soaz escape right there. Solo kill onto Faker.
The solo kill, yeah. I feel like that's just an accolade you need to put on your your CV at this point,
you're
right?
not a
like,
real
you're not a real
mid
mid laner until you get the solo kill on Faker.
Like every mid laner worth their salt has probably gotten a solo kill on Faker.
That's true.
Maple.
Yeah. Sheer. Oh, mid lane. And Faker's not very happy about that. He's going to bring a friend along. I mean, that's technically cheating. You're also going for the 2 versus 1. I want to see Faker find the 1 versus 1 kill. Meanwhile, on the top side, Keen getting chased down. Nice dodge onto the cube, but it's going to have another one coming very shortly. And it's just a sad life for this Ultra guy. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, 3-man collapse coming forwards. Adwad under attack, massive blade caller coming through from Ruler. That's going to be a kill. Mimic now getting chased back to the tower. Once again, another knock-up, another kill, double, and it's going to be a triple over to Korea.
Ooh, and 4 kills happening over to Korea, all across the map at the same time. That was a straight-up 3v3 in the bot side as well, and you can see Faker completely unattended here is able to take down 2 towers during that rotation.
Yeah, he's also got a Secretary Shelly here for another charge.
Well, unfortunately, it does seem like we're going to have to go into the countdown timer because the fastest game we've had so far has been 16 minutes and 30 seconds. Korea, you know, they could challenge that record set by Chinese Taipei.
Potentially, but Shelly's going to be a big part of that. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, looking for this 1 versus 1. Ruler at range, though, pops the Death Lotus. Feeling whether he can actually go for this one or not. Ruler still drops him. Has the help out from the support there. Michelle finds the knock-up. Dodge on Faker's Dragon Strike. In comes Keen, looking for that ultimate. Faker still managed to find a bleed-out kill, though, onto Michelle. And in from the top lane, Cho'Gath just came back for the fountain. He's already dead. Mimic getting chased back. Massive flick coming through. Finds 3 more kills. 20-1.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
Already dead. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, it's going to be yet another tower as they push this one in.
Yeah, incredibly fast game pace coming out from Korea. I really like the builds that they put into place. They went for the full damage items, basically. You can see the Sork Boots picked up by Peanut first, and in the top lane, the Wits and 2 just to chase people down. So Korea knows how far ahead they are, and they're willing to play a bit riskier with their builds just to finish the game faster.
I mean, that's an 8-0-2 to Leah, Clement. Ooh. That guy is legendary at 14 minutes. He is the most fed person on the team, but even Ruler, not too far behind him, already has completed, well, the name escapes me.
Ruler has the completed
Storm Razor. There you go. I want to say Blood Razor, and I'm like, that's not the item. Razor was right. But Faker moving towards the top lane now.
The story of the game so far has basically been that Fear was able to hold his own in the mid lane a little bit, but the rest of the lanes really fell down to the jungle pressure.
Yep, Black Dragon, Wiki Chi, what can he do in this situation? Not a whole lot, being chased out by the Gnar. Faker wants blood, and he will get it. Another kill over to Faker.
There is no vision control in Saudi Arabia's own jungle. They have snuck a couple of wards around the Baron pit, but it's going to be a question if they can even see Baron spawn this
game.
Yeah,
I will say that Faker does need to catch up right now. If you were to give everyone the feeder award on it would be Faker with 100% of the team's deaths.
Oh,
get out of here. Get into my base, but he's going to hop on through regardless. Michelle maybe cut off from the rest of the team right now. And Faker, he's in real deep. He actually opted in to go into the enemy base. Still dropping the Alistair. Meanwhile, Fear dipping and diving through the jungle. Nice dodge on that one, but you can't dodge an auto attack or a rock apparently from Peanut to the back of the head. Right now in the base, another Blade Caller is massive coming in from Ruler. Double kill. That's a straight up ace coming in from Korea.
Perfect 5-0 ace by that as well, and they are going to be looking to close the game in record time. We just said 16:30 is what they're chasing after, but they do decide to back off.
That's not what they're hunted for, apparently. I mean, respawns are coming up, but they definitely could have ended it right there, right then.
And I just want to tell everyone, if you want to support this this Korean squad, this specific Korean squad with these players, you should go out and buy these skins.
Fantastic. Well, we get to see that fight once again, and fantastic today war coming through. But it starts off with what looked like a great headbutt coming in from Michelle.
Yeah, he actually did stop the Gnar midway through the jump, and it looked good, but the Korean players were just able to collapse so incredibly fast. And look how many tower shots Faker actually tanks throughout the entire fight. I counted 3 just going in, but they're so far ahead that they're able to clean it up without much resistance.
Yeah, I mean, shoutouts to Ruler for actually following Faker in the deep end. I mean, that was probably as deep as you could get if you weren't diving double Nexus turrets or even the Fountain Laser. So, well played to the dynamic duo.
All right, here is the real question. Can Saudi Arabia find that second kill? Can they take all the blame off of Faker's shoulders?
That's true, but it's all double down on the blame, right?
That could also be the case. Faker is split pushing by himself.
He is by himself, yeah. So if there's any... In fact, he's taken the service to them. So I'm not sure if it's on a silver platter or not. The platter is fighting back. Fear very low, and Mimic, I think he existed at one point, but he's dead now. Double knock-up, double down. 4 kills over to Korea, and they're looking for a clean win right here. Well, mostly clean. And Fear on the pad, what can he do? 1 versus 5 on this Katarina. Unfarmed, underfed. He's just being chased back onto the Fountain Laser. He's locked down. The team's onto the Nexus. They just want the win right here. Korea are going to take game 1 in its best of 3 in the semifinals.
And what a dominating game that was. Korea did give Saudi Arabia